Everybody wants to be a streamer. Not everybody, but a lot of people want to have the career of just sitting in front of a computer and streaming the games that they like. Being a YouTuber and influencer and having an internet personality is a dream of many, especially when you're a worldwide household name. Kai Cenat made it in IShowSpeed and they came up almost nothing. So there's Streamer University, where a lot of new streamers had their lives changed in just one weekend. But today I kind of want to be negative for once and explain why being a streamer is impossible. I'm sure you've all heard of something called luck, right? Well, let's start first off on the Twitch homepage. There are around 7 million live channels monthly, and there's 90,000 live concurrent channels, which means that your chances are this low to being on the front page. So how do you even get in the front page? Well, there's something called TikTok, and the biggest thing is posting clips. Now, we all know that people like Queso made it through TikTok clipping, as well as Aiden Ross, and the short form content boosted by this platform engages something called clip farming, which means people making the craziest moments on their live streams and then posting it on the social media platform in hopes of getting viral. And then you think, well, one viral clip would change everything, right? Wrong. There's still many issues, which happen to be either your clip completely flopping or your clip going viral but you still are a nobody, or you decide to take the long route through YouTube and then you realize you get no views because you're posting generic content that anybody can find elsewhere. Frustration, burnout, the grind that you've been putting has given no result. It's almost as if it's worse than if you never tried. But that's the reality for most streamers and creators. But to this problem, there's a solution, which is to still keep grinding up until you hit that jackpot. It might take you not 1, 10, 100, 1,000, but even 10,000 attempts. This is all about trial and error. And a lot about the competition is that everyone is pretty much doing the same thing. There's no originality and everyone is just doing the same generic things. No one is being different enough to escape this looking the same sort of matrix. For example, if you take a look at IShowSpeed, he was famous for his over-the-top reactions, rage, and barking, which no one else would have thought of. And Kai Cenat, he contributed to the overall cultural shift. And then there's Mr. Beast with his stunts that no one would ever do, such as counting to 100k. We can look back to Kai Cenat's old skits on Facebook, IShowSpeed's old 2K gaming videos, and Mr. Beast's commentary style vids / Minecraft and Call of Duty Let's Plays. It all goes down to humble beginnings. Think about your favorite basketball player for a second, or your favorite soccer and football player. These people didn't just start out of nowhere. These people played their whole lives. These people weren't thinking about coming up to the top. These people were kids following their passions, not having an idea of what this thing would take them to. But yeah, in comparison to sports, the same thing can be said for streaming. Those who love playing video games and showcasing their personality can definitely make it to the top. So really, it's all about just thinking outside of the box. If your name isn't part of something, or if it is, you still have the power to be original, which is to follow your dreams and passions regardless of how close you are to your goal. A YouTuber I like to go back to this with is CoryxKenshin now. He's a YouTuber that, although he did blow up, he didn't have the intention of trying to be number one. He was just following what he loved doing. So the best advice here is to honestly just keep doing you. Still, with grind and consistency, you will reach your goals. And although that sounds repetitive and generic, it's honestly true. Essentially, the world is just waiting for you to do that one thing that will change your life. And it might take you so many attempts, but once you do that one thing, you will eventually reach your goal, and that is applicable to almost anything, not just streaming. So contrary to the title, this is indeed possible. It just takes so much work. It's hard to explain in just words, and there are people who are living proof that this is definitely doable. So that's the end of the video. Obviously, I want to be a streamer. I've said it so many times, but I'm pretty sure a lot of you that watched at this point are pretty new, so why not hit that subscribe button and follow me in my journey. Yeah, thank you.